What is up, guys? I have a thought video here today for you guys. So I'm just going to be talking about a lettering project that I did for work that was kind of a unique experience for me. So pretty much what happened was I was tasked to do a sleeve design for employees marking how many years they've been at the company. So it was like 5 years, 10 years, 15, 20, 25 was the initial one. And then I think they made a 50. We made a 50 last week because someone's like just about to retire, I think. Um, but they're pretty much just going to be giving out hoodies when these employees reach their marks. So it's something that you can kind of flex, and something that shows that you're proud of where you've been, and it's just kind of like a swag thing. Um, and so I was making these, and I was just thinking about these little cars I have. So I bought a bunch of these at a little thrift store one time. They're little race cars, and I really like them. I love the designs that they have. It's just really neat. And I have a bunch of these. I have probably like 5 or 10 maybe. Here's a Skittles one I have. So they're really cool. So this is what I was thinking of when I was doing my designs um, for the shirt. So then what I found myself doing was, here's kind of what my sleeve design initial things were looking like. And I was drawing from the military. So this looks a lot like a military rank, this one. And then I was drawing from the NASCAR stuff. So it's kind of like I found myself drawing from really close from where my inspiration. So it started to look a little too NASCAR-y, because this is the kind of stuff I was looking at. So now we did end up settling on something. It's very close to this, but the 5 is quite a bit bigger. So I think the 5 hangs down here, and then the bars are moved over to underneath this. So it's really close to what I had, but the issue was, initially when I did it, it was looking way too much like a NASCAR design. And for an electric company, that's not really a thing they wanted to go for. They want to kind of have their own look, not really just rip off NASCAR. So that's something that I was kind of thinking about with this thought video. It's sometimes when we pull inspiration, it ends up being way too close to the original. But if we spin this, we still get something unique in the end, even though that inspiration was close to home. So it's something like, I don't know what the takeaway is. It's kind of like a warning, but also a go ahead maybe. So it's like, if I'm drawing inspiration from painters, a lot of people do this, like young artists do. They'll start painting and they'll end up making like 10, 20 paintings that look very, very close to famous artists' work, or like, there's so many. If you look up like abstract or impressionist hashtags on Instagram, you'll find thousands of paintings probably posted in this last week that look like Basquiat copycats. And that's not necessarily a bad thing, because they're all just trying to find their style. But when it does become bad is when you're using that same exact language and you're pretty much just reshaping it. That's a big artist argument. But I guess when talking about design, it's more of a big deal because you don't want to look exactly like your neighbor. But I don't know. The takeaway is, be careful when drawing inspiration, because your inspiration can end up sometimes ruling your design. So that's why it's kind of powerful sometimes to draw from multiple places at one time. Because if I was only looking at NASCAR, I wouldn't have probably had stuff like this, which really shaped a new look for my a new kind of thought. I don't know. It was changing the thoughts, and then stuff like this on the bottom here. I didn't even realize it much from now, but this at the bottom, these little bars pretty much resemble like video games when you have your leveling up bars, kind of like Minecraft. Uh, Let me just show you that real quick. Um, yeah, so this little thing, it almost looks exactly like that, which is a funny little thing because I love Minecraft. So it's just funny that I would take something like that. So it pretty much looks like this plus the NASCAR numbers. So it's pretty fun. It's fun to see where that inspiration comes from. But it's just be careful about how close you draw to those things, because if I wanted to make a Minecraft leveling up thing, that would be way too close. It would look like the exact same thing. And if I wanted to make a NASCAR design, this one right here might be way too close. So yeah, it's just kind of a cool little thought I had. Thought I'd share with you.